So in this question, an ellipse is shown below. Locate the focal points of the ellipse. First of all, you have to identify what is the major axis, what is the minor. Okay, the major is always the longer one than the minor. Then we have to get half the major on our compass. All right, so we get half the major on our compass. And we can swing from either the top or bottom of our minor axis. So there's half the major. Now we'll find its two focal points. Next, so we've done that there. Construct tangents from point P and Q on the ellipse. So we've got two separate points. We have to do two separate ones. So we're going to draw now from the focal point through point P and from focal point 1 through P. And students then are sure, if we bisect this one here, we'll get the normal. But if we bisect this one here, we're going to get the actual tangent. Now I'm drawing this all nice and lightly because all you really want to see at the end. So point 1 and 2. So these lines that are coming from the focal through P and this one here, these are the two lines that we're going to bisect. Swing an arc from 1, swing an arc from 2. And that is going to get you your tangent. Same with this one. From the focal point through Q, and from the other focal point. We're going to bisect this angle. This will get us our second tangent. Shown are orthographic views of an audio mixing desk. In the space below, draw a freehand pictorial sketch of the mixing desk. Color or shade the finished. Now, what they're generally looking for here is good proportion. So this should be slightly longer, I'd say, than this, or slightly, but almost identical. And we see this here is probably like a third, I'd say, of whatever we make this here. So what we're going to start with is our crow's foot. And I've said this here, whatever we decide to make this one here, we're going to make this almost the same. And then whatever that is, about a third of that. Keep these lines now parallel because what we're going to draw is our crate. And this line coming back here is going to be the same as this one coming back here. And this one here is going to be like that there. You can see that we've got to come in here kind of slightly. Because you can see there's a little gap in here. It doesn't go right to the edge. Okay, and then we have these. Okay. Once we have all those parts done, and then we can start going around it heavy. So just say to add a little bit of color into this. Don't spend too long with this now. As I always say, if you have time, you can come back maybe and shown is a dimension drawing of a podcasting microphone. The curve ABCDD is an ellipse. Okay. AC is the major axis. So this here is our major. This here is our minor. And BD is the minor axis. So BD is the minor. Given the major axis AC and the minor below, draw the ellipse. Get your compass right into the center. You draw your minor circle. Draw your major circle. Get your 3060. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see where one hits the major circle out here. It's got to go towards the major axis, so it's got to go in the way. And it's the same for all the other ones for 2. And we can see here, line 1, where it hits the minor, it's got to go away from the minor axis. So it's going to go like this. Remembering that points A, D, C, and B are all points on the ellipse. Try, if you can, keep your hand inside in the curve. And there should be a clear distinction between these light out construction lines and this heavy ellipse. So once we have that done now, we've drawn the ellipse. Using the dimensions given, complete the drawing of the microphone. So you can see this B is coming straight down here because this point here. So we're going to draw a line. Try and keep this all nice and light. And we're going to come down from B, we're going to come down 25. And then there's going to be just little crosshairs in here, which is the center for this radius 35 curve. From the bottom of that curve, we've come down 20. Ten. So you just have to use the dimensions that are given here to complete that there microphone.